everybody. I have returned to glorious game. That is Fortnite. Now we all know my feelings on this game. But today, I wanted to talk about other people's feelings on this game. More specifically, Cypher PK, Kurtz JD, and all the other nonsensical old Fortnite YouTube channels. I'm calling you out because I think you're part of the problem. But we'll get into that. With the overarching topic and question on our minds is Fortnite dying. If you have something to do, and you don't want to watch the whole video to find out my answer, no, it's not dying. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. The kids are keeping it alive, and I think it's not as popular as it was. Sure. Dead? But yeah, I'm gonna check out some of the changes, all that stuff. I got SpongeBob here to help me on my journey, play some Battle Royale. One change I immediately noticed when hopping on, this little screen right here. This has been a long time coming. Do you know how many people have asked for this? Lord. And I know everybody's like saying like, oh, they're finally listening to us. That's great and all. That's great. That's terrific. Can we like touch on the fact that for nearly 2 to 3 years they didn't? Because that's around how long that screen took to make. Same. Oh yeah, I guess there's a Valentine's Day update. I saw the auto lock AR and I also saw that the MK Alpha is back from Chapter 3. And if that's the case, then the AR meta is completely just cluster nutted. Me. Is there any new locations on the map? Wonky land. Yeah, I played a little bit of Chapter 7 when it came out. I kind of stopped, mostly because I got Helldivers. But, yeah. My overall thoughts on the chapter, the new one, Chapter 7, it's really great, really fresh, really awesome. And this is where I wanted to bring in Cypher PK here. I saw his part 2 to Fortnite We Need to Talk, aka dumbest title ever, and he said that the game didn't have anything new or refreshing. Huh? Huh? Like, I'm literally surfing on a storm wave right now. Okay, first off. Secondly, the UI and the overhaul they did to like the HUD and the damage numbers, that is fantastic. Another thing that has been a long time coming. And I don't understand it when they say that, oh, Fortnite needs something new, something refresh, or in the words of Nick A30, an extraction mode like Arc Raiders. Okay. I don't think Fortnite needs to deviate too far from its original purpose, which is a fighting battle royale game. And people that want that are pretty brain dead. Not gonna lie. And the cause from all this, that's like stemming all of this stuff, is Nikkei 30 and Cypher PK's viewership is down. I get it. I'm probably gonna get 2 views on this maximum. But it's not like, I also watched the Leo video. Responding, like he responded to some of the content creators and all that stuff. I agree 100% with him that it is not the game's fault. It's not the game's fault 100% when the viewership is down. Oh my god. My aim. It is not 100% the game's fault. Because I want you, as a viewer, to go to either Nikkei 30's, Courage, or Cypher PK's channels, look at their videos, and tell me that at least there's not at least 4 that are the exact same. It is the same shit that everybody was talking about way back when in the 2020s. Red arrow, red circle, highlighting the new thing in Fortnite with their big face going, do I use my face like that too? Yes, I feel like it's funny. I'm sort of, in a way, mocking them. But I use it in a way that I feel is a little bit ever so slightly more creative than they do. And they wonder why their viewership is down. Let's see, what other points do I want to make here? Yeah, it is up to the creator, not just the game, but the creator and the game, refreshing their content, refreshing their game. It's just because Fortnite has a long ass season that doesn't really have too much content in it, doesn't mean you can't find stuff to do to make content about. Like, again, bringing it back to Leo, he explained that back in Chapter 2, with the content drought in Chapter 2, Season 1, it was bad. There was no content for months on end, but channels like Laserbeam and just everybody just found something to do within the game. Fishing only challenge. Laserbeams, one of my favorite Laserbeam videos where fall damage got vaulted and glitched for a day. That was funny. And I see all these small content creators doing the same thing that big ones were doing back in the day, like the time machine loot only challenge, or like surfboard drop spot only challenge. It's refreshing and fun to watch, with different memes incorporated, different edits, all that stuff, and it's great. These content creators are so stuck in here's what's new in Fortnite. That's it. That's all the content for today. They had a face on the sword. I don't like the sword. Oh, brother. Oh, well, there it is. I love how the MK7 and the Deadeye AR now completely overshadow not only the tactical AR, but the enforcer, making it probably the worst AR in retrospect. But back to what I was saying. Fortnite doesn't make the content. You do. It's up to them to make good content. It's up to us as creators. But they are so blinded by having high viewership, I feel like, having nothing to worry about, they just take it as, oh, this is Fortnite's problem. I pulled 2 million views per video. Why is this not doing good? It's Fortnite's issue, not mine. Yeah. That's all I have to say about the creators. No hate to them. They seem like good people. They were good creators until recently, in my opinion. But everybody has their own opinions. Think what you think, I don't really care. Just be kind to everyone, please. But back onto the subject of the game. This feels refreshing. This feels like what a new chapter should feel like. Because I want you to like look at chapter 2 and look at chapter 3. And besides movement or mechanics, spot me a difference. Like honestly. There's not much. And I feel like mechanically is where it's most important, but what was the most mechanic? What was the newest mechanic we got? Slide. Okay. Then we got zero build, which increased the game's numbers exponentially. And we got mantling and this tactical sprint. It's great. And then chapter 4 went back to the more cartoony art style. That was great. And then chapter 5 completely blew it out of the water, but we won't talk about that. Where is it? Oh wait, is that somebody with a boss medallion thingy? Jig? Let me kill him. Quite frankly. Come here. Come here, you. Yeah, I feel like the game is doing great. I have no issues with the game right now. Besides the AR idiocy right now. That's about it. That's all I have wrong with the game. It's the AR meta. Other than that though, I feel like they're doing great. And for the like supply that they're giving, I feel like the demand and the player count is equal. Like there's no chance in hell Fortnite is ever going to pull like millions of players again outside of live events. Because it's just not that type of game anymore. It's not trending, it's not having anything big for it. There's no like collab season right now. It's just good. You know, it's in a good place. It's not bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad. I don't really think Fortnite's dying. I think it's just in a good place to continue with its mediocrity. Thank you kindly. I'm gonna go to Wonky Land, because I guess I haven't discovered it. Bots. Bots on Fortnite. Are they bad? 100% yes. Are they necessary? Also, yes. Unfortunately. Less player count with more game modes means less people in game modes, which means more lobbies are likely to get filled up with bots. Unfortunate, but somewhat necessary to keep the 100 players in a match trope. And that's kind of like the paradox with Battle Royale games, because if you always have to have 100 players in a match and your game starts dying, then you're kind of screwed. Because what do you do after that? You lower the amount of people in a match? No, that doesn't fit the theme of the game. But I think that's why Reload is popping off. Just has been and always will continue to pop off. Because there's only 32 people a match. Matches get filled up quick and efficiently. And yeah, that's... I've gone more in depth in this in my previous Fortnite video. The state of Fortnite. And I want to talk about shockwaves. Seems how I got them in my inventory now. Shockwaves. Had I been a downright pussy, I could have ran away from that fight so easily. And I guarantee you, he did not have any on him. He would not be able to catch up with me and kill me. That's a problem, honestly. And let me break it down for you. I'm trying to think of words to say, but then it's not coming out the right way. I feel like there is no downside to having a shockwave. And I know they've been removed, people get mad about it, yada 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 yada, whatever. What is going on here? See? Look at this. Look at that. What is that? What is happening? Am I right or am I wrong for saying shockwaves are not good for a battle royale game, aka a fighting game? The moment people realize they are in a bad position, they can move halfway across the map within a snap of their fingers. Like, am I wrong? But I will never introduce a problem in one of my videos and try not to at least give a solution. See, right now, I'm not fucking running. And I won. I was in a terrible position. I could have lost. But because of my intuition and my somewhat skill of this game, I was able to outsmart him and beat him. That is a fighting game. That is a battle royale game. You cannot tell me otherwise. I will sue you out of existence. It's this little dweeb again. And he still ended up dead. Hilarious. I'm taking this sniper out of my inventory. I don't like it. Yeah, I feel like my point has been proven time and time again in the past, like, 5 minutes. Anyway, as I was saying, I will not introduce a problem without actually at least trying to offer a solution. And this is a very simple solution that I have been screaming at Epic Games and other people through my screen about. Impulse grenades. We hit it home with impulse grenades. It's the lesser version of shockwaves, I know. It doesn't send you as far, and there's fall damage. Downside. Downside. Ooh, lag. That is a good downside to such an overpowered mobility item. And oh my god, I'm really lagging. Oh. SpongeBob. SpongeBob. Oh god. Sir, please, I'm lagging. Oh my god. What the... Why is it so bad? It was fine 5 seconds ago. Okay, and now we're back. Look how far I just went with that one shockwave. Insane. But impulse grenades, you can't do that with impulse grenades. Can you still have some decent mobility with it? Yeah, you can if you use it correctly. If you actually have the mind power and the skill, like an actual fucking fighting game, yes, you can. And also with that, that can have the wingsuit be the permanent Chapter 7 better mobility for that. I've played so many creative mode game modes, battle royales. I've even made some of my own that have impulse grenades and the wingsuit as its mobility, and I have never had an issue with it. Never. Where did this 0 point shard come from? I need to get an update on the lore. Lore. Hey pal, where you going? I just want to talk. Almost died there, but it's okay. I'm a pro gamer. I'm going to get lost in the sauce. Yeah, that's all I have to say about Shockwave. Play some good impulse grenades. Maybe make a little few tweaks. Maybe make it go a little bit farther. Maybe as far as shockwaves. Maybe, but keep the damage, fall damage. And I think that'd be perfect. It would solve all of the controversy and issues, in my opinion. But what do I know? Who would leave the boss medallion thingamajig wide open? I'm gonna third party. I'm gonna become my worst nightmare. As he runs away. I got shockwaves too, buddy. I mean, this is what Fortnite, the fighting game, is now. Chasing people with shockwaves. Oh my god. It is a massacre. Oh. Good lord. Oh. Shockwaves are a fucking problem. Plain and simple. They are a problem. And they need to be stopped. Immediately. Oh my god, I got a message from Instagram. Papa John's has invited you to join their channel. Club Papa. I can join Papa John's. Okay. Now this is a good thing here. On a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate the following screen? Locker. I strongly dislike the locker. Having all of this separated was the worst decision they have ever made. Quite frankly. Another decision that they really should have done was the claim all option. That was great. Also, I bought the battle pass. Why don't I have it? I literally... I have all of this unlocked, but I can't get... Okay. I didn't want it anyway. See if I have time for one more. Perchance. Yeah, I think that just about covers it. Fortnite itself as a game, mechanic-wise and all that, it's in a good place. It's not dying, it's not going anywhere soon. Creators, the content sucks because you suck at making content, plain and simple. Shockwaves, just replace them with impulses already, please. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. Like, subscribe, follow, notifications if you want to see more of me. Have an amazing day, and don't forget to drink some water. Bye-bye.